last video tutorial we learned what HTML stands for, how it is used and who created it. We discussed the previous versions of it and how CSS and JavaScript are used in conjunction with HTML. In this video tutorial we will be looking at the basic page elements that build up the structure of a HTML document. So what we have here is a typical desktop website. On the right is a stripped down version of the website's HTML code. The HTML code essentially contains all of the visible content and defines how the content is structured. Just to make you aware, we use text editors such as Notepad to write the HTML code, but we use a web browser to view it. Each are the same piece of information, they're just displayed in different ways. For the purpose of this lesson, we will be focusing on the body container and all the code that is wrapped inside of it. Each of these containers hold various pieces of visible content, and by visible I'm referring to seeing them when loaded in a browser. Note the order in which they are in too. This is a standard structure for HTML documents. Straight off the bat, you've probably noticed that there are a lot of angle brackets being used. This is one of the fundamentals in the HTML language. They are used to signify that they are indeed HTML syntax and not pieces of content such as text or images. So, each container is often duplicated. This signifies where the container starts and where it ends, and anything in between is contained within the container. To tell the difference between the start and end of a container, simply look for the / as this signifies the end of the container. I've indented the code for you so it is easier to read. Try to adopt this approach as it makes your code structure easy to understand when it gets more complicated. The header section typically contains the logo, a banner image, and so on. The nav section is used to contain the main page links for the site. If you didn't already guess, nav is short for navigation. Next we have the aside container. This can be used for a variety of content and can be placed in a variety of other containers. In this example, the aside is used as a container for additional links. In web terms, this is typically referred to as a sidebar. Following on, we have the section container. This is used for all of the main content of the page. Unlike the other containers, the contents of the section changes in each HTML document. Finally, we have the footer container. This is typically used to define links to pages such as accessibility, sitemaps, and legal. Now, I was using the word container a lot just then, and this is to help you understand how they work. They are used to contain other areas of the site and split up the document's content into a logical order. But in actual fact, these containers are known as HTML tags. You will get to know the syntax as we progress further on in the course, but for now, I'll use both tags and containers interchangeably. Okay, so that's the typical structure of a HTML document. Feel free to head over to the class forum at any point to discuss what you've learned so far. Head over to Activity 1 to write your first piece of HTML code. I've provided hints if you struggle remembering any of the key containers we looked at today. This activity should take around 20 minutes. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial.